Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to episode number 26, our very special Game of the Year edition of the ADHD Gamer. I am Mike McMahon, as always, and joined by Mr. Jonathan Franklin.
What's up, ADHD Gamers?
And Mr. Adam Hammonds, the intern.
How's it going?
Okay. Audio listeners, you cannot see this, but Adam just gave us a very awkward wave. Well, I guess everybody's an audio listener, so that was raising roof.
That was a single one.
That was the white.
I didn't even know you were old enough to raise the roof.
That was the whitest move I think I've ever seen you make.
Super slow and awkward.
Very, very super slow and awkward. I do agree. So gentlemen and audience, so this week was supposed to be our Game of the Year episode. Mr. Eric Filling was supposed to be here. The titty meats themselves. He fell asleep on us because he's old. And I hope he hears that and yells at me. Anyway, so this week we were supposed to basically discuss all of our Game of the Years and our top 5 list. And it's pretty much not coming to that. Everybody decided to drop their goddamn news this week. This week is normally a light news week, and everybody and their mom decided to drop their news this week. So now I have to go down and discuss a little bit of news before we hop into this episode. It's going to be very quick. We are not going to go off on tangents unless the gentlemen want to, then we will go up on tangents. So guys, I'm just going to hop into a little news. First of all, are you guys playing anything special? I don't want to talk a lot. I want you guys to talk a little bit.
Dude, I've been so busy the last 2 weeks. I think I hopped on Apex the other day for like one match just to de-stress. But other than that, like my whole time's been studying that music and shit I've been doing. So
that's what I love about video games. Video games are a very de-stressful thing.
Yeah.
I will tell you what also will help you, Jonathan, and you may not believe me, and I am a person that is very skeptical about things that are made to help your body or to help your mind or whatever. We bought a weighted blanket recently, and I believe in those things amazingly. I was very skeptical until one night my massive anxiety came in as I was trying to fall asleep, and I bought my wife a weighted blanket and I threw it on me just to be like, oh shit, this is what this thing is supposed to be for. Let me try it. I tried it, and oh my god, that thing put me to fucking sleep instantly, and my heart rate went from 103 to 65 in about 5 minutes.
Nice.
Yes, so you should. I very well recommend them. Me and my wife also just bought I actually just came in tonight is our first night using it, a 80 by 87, so a king size weighted quilt. It was $90, and it was probably the best $90 I'm going to spend all year. So it takes the weight, dude. I'm telling you, you feel like you're there.
Super warm?
They are. They're not super. They're not. Well, hold on. Not super warm. They are warm. It's a quilt. It's not a comforter, so it's not thick. That's what she said. So it's not super thick. I think this one is probably about that thin, honestly. And that's
about what mine looks like.
True. He's
only holding about like a centimeter.
Yeah, a centimeter. No, it's dude. I swear to God, it's honestly probably that thick, and it's got glass beads in it. The blanket itself weighs 20 pounds, and this one's her weighted blanket that I bought at Target for $30 is a small like throw type thing, and it was 15 pounds, and that thing is wonderful, dude. Not trying to say anything. I need you not to take this the wrong way. Get a 30-pound because it's supposed to be by weight. So my weight, I'm at 205. So I got a 20-pound blanket. Is supposed to be actually. I'm supposed to be at like a 25-pound blanket. Adam and his 103-pound self is supposed to have like a 20 to 15-pound blanket.
Listen, if I was 103, I would love my life.
So, yeah. So just dude, look into it. So welcome to 80.
Look into one that's cooling or something like that.
No, this does have cooling. They have cooling. They have some type of cooling technology in it. I don't know. It's some kind of padding in it. I'll send you the one that I bought. I mean, it's just so you can look at it. So welcome to ADHD Gamer, the weighted blanket podcast. But I know Yeah, no. I know. I just wanted to. Yes. I can't call it the official title. I have to call this one Game of the Year.
I know, but the weighted blanket Game of the Year edition, or the
Game of the Year weighted blanket.
Game of the Year weighted blanket edition.
That's gonna happen. That is gonna happen. That has now became the title of this episode. I do want you to know that what I discussed last week about our episode being probably the most listened to and most watched because I had the word porn in it, I believe has became true.
Are you serious?
I believe so. I want to let you know a little thing real quick. So downloads, we have a total of 61 downloads. I want to tell you guys.
On what? YouTube?
No, 61 downloads of all the episodes. So.
Oh, okay.
Since I've started on doing the Transistor thing, like I told you, we started hosting on Transistor. The only episode, the What the Fuck Stadia episode, got 12 downloads. All Video Games Are Porn also got 12 downloads, and that's the highest we've gotten. So,
and we didn't even promote it or anything.
Yeah, it's just, I'm telling you, I like this, and it's because it's all in different kinds of stuff. I mean, like when I look at the analytics here, it's showing me most everybody listens on Apple Podcasts. So. So I just wanted to throw a little tidbit at you there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious. I know the only reason I brought the weighted blanket thing up was you said something about de-stressing, and with stress comes a lot of anxiety, and also comes sometimes depression. So I just want to throw that out there at you and maybe see if that would help you. It helps me if it matters at all. And I mean, you've heard me talk about my stress and anxiety problems and sleep and insomniacs. So check that out. Adam, you buddy, anything special?
I've not played it yet, but I just finished downloading the Switcher, so I'll be playing that over the holiday break. We'll be going to Georgia, so I'll have something to spend a good amount of time into.
Do you hear that as well, Jonathan?
Yeah, there's like a weird echo coming.
Oh God, I'm getting echo. Who's that from?
Adam.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear. Okay, I'm not getting it. Oh my God, that was a bad echo too, dude.
Yeah, it was so weird. It just came on all of a sudden.
Yeah, like here, talk to us, Adam. I'm not cutting this, by the way, because yeah, you're fine. Okay, I'm not cut. I won't listen, listeners. I want you guys to know that I'm not a perfectionist. I actually like when people fuck up on podcasts. So I'm never going to cut a lot of shit. The only times I will cut is when it's really needed. But like that little shit right there, I'm not cutting because I want you guys to know what the fuck we deal with. So
like a little Darth Vader.
Yeah, that shit it actually sounded pretty cool, to be honest with you. Because I was like,
threw me off.
I thought it was me. I thought, because I have, of course, y'all are coming in my headphones, and I also have my speakers in front of me. It's like, oh shit, my speakers are on, because I can't hear shit in these are noise canceling. It's like, oh shit, I can't hear, my speakers are on. It's following through. So a little bit of Switcher, huh, Adam? I have it as well. I have it on my Switch Lite, and I have been playing it, and to be honest, of course, the graphics are horrible. It does not look like it should on consoles. I very well hate that people are comparing it to, oh, it doesn't look like it does on the one, or it doesn't look like it does on the PC. It's not supposed to. It's literally supposed to be there so it will run at 580i or 580p, whatever it's running at. It's
right, and I'm okay with that.
Me too. It is one of those things to where I am just thankful they got it to run on a screen this big. And it's portable.
What did you expect? The damn thing's not even bigger than a fucking pinky wide. Like,
yep. And yes,
it's amazing that it can do it in the fucking first place.
And yes, people, you can go back to earlier podcasts and you can hear me talk shit and be like, how in the fuck did you get this to happen? And no, I'm not gonna play this. And then I'm like, The Witcher is my favorite series of all time. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna fucking buy it. I got it on sale too for $40, so I can't complain.
I got it in my special way, so. Yes, multiple.
Did you bang your wife a couple times, or fiance, and did she give you just like ultimate money and just like, here, go buy this?
She gave me some allowance.
Some. Wait till you get married, bud. That shit goes away.
But I've played a decent amount on the Xbox, so I know the story somewhat, but I can't ever bring myself to sit down and sink any more time into it. And just to let everyone give a quick, just to let everyone know, Witcher 3 is actually coming to Xbox Game Pass. I'll tell you what, Adam, look for me a date, if you will, on that, please. Witcher 3 will be coming to Xbox Game Pass, if you will. Give me a date on that while I'm sitting here talking about this news real quick. So, gentlemen, I'm just gonna hop in this little bit of news. If you hear something you want to talk about,
December 19th. Thank you. That's Witcher 3 Wild Hunt with no expansions. So just let you guys know. By the way, I just got an update from Wario64 that the PlayStation Classic is $20 at GameStop right now if you want to buy it. Anyway.
Also, and to correct you, it does come with all 16 Ds.
No, for real? Are they? Is it the complete edition? Because they said, I didn't think they said it was the complete edition. If that's a complete edition, that's a wonderful deal. All right.
It doesn't say the complete edition, but it does say includes over 100 hours of adventures featuring in the base game as well as the 16 free DLC.
Okay. Well, hold on. 16 free, because there were a bunch of free DLC along with Wild Hunt.
Was there?
Yeah, there was. I downloaded a shitload of them. I remember it. Because I remember being like, God damn, it's a lot of DLC. So anyway, guys.
The Switcher came with, it was the complete edition.
Yeah, I mean, it's completed. Oh, there it is again. You're doing it again. I can hear it.
Is it me doing it, or is it when you're talking, so it's picking up through your speakers when your microphone is active?
I don't know. You want to test it? Here, talk with me. Let's talk. Adam, talk with me.
My name is
Hello, talk.
Let's talk. Wild Hunt coming to Xbox Game Pass. No? I don't know.
Nope.
Definitely not that. I think it's just you, buddy. Like I said, guys, not cutting that. Way to try and make me look shitty on my own podcast. Good job, buddy.
You're fired.
You're done. So real quick, guys, I'm just gonna run through this shit and then we'll hop in our game of the year. So this week a press release came out. I was actually awake at 2 a.m. or whatever when this press release hit. Wario 60. It came originally from Wario 64. Seen it first on Twitter. I got the update that MLB The Show will be coming to multiple other platforms. If you guys didn't know, MLB The Show is basically the only baseball game that matters in the world, and MLB The Show has always been exclusively on PlayStation. That same night, Xbox retweeted and said, "Great, it's coming to other gamers." And then the Nintendo also posted a baseball emoji, which means it's coming to the Switch. So this is pretty big. The reason that it happened, I'm sure, is because the contract time was coming up. The MLB wants their license on other products because they want more people playing it. They want more people to see it. It makes sense, and it's wonderful. It's great for everybody else because things like RBI baseball, I'm not sure if you guys have played it, but RBI baseball is horrible on the Xbox. So this is going to be great. And the good thing is that it's a Sony company, which is really weird. Also, who is it? It's San Diego, I think. And they I think it's Sony San Diego, and that makes the game. So PlayStation's going to be making all the money off of if it sells on Xbox or not. Okay, so this week a state of play hit. Basically, the main thing that was shown that was great was Resident Evil 3 remake and Project Resistance that we had talked about earlier, which is the 4v1. I don't even know what they're calling that. Kind of like Dead by Daylight, Friday the 13th type game, where you're
multiplayer.
Yeah, kind of thriller type thing. I don't know what it is, but it's a 4v1. So pretty much 5 people in a game, 4v1, and that will be the multiplayer in Resident Evil 3 remake. And then we also got a release date for that, right? It's May, right?
Yeah.
May or April?
No.
Was it May or April? Adam, give me a date. No, I think it's May or April. Because I remember saying it might be March. Because I remember saying y'all fucked up by doing this in March because there's too many games in March. So
I'm 90% sure it's March.
That sounds about right. March sounds right. Resident Evil 3 remake release date, Adam. Just to give you a quick Google search.
I can't wait for that.
It's gonna be great, but
well as Resident Evil 2 though.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I agree with you. I really do. Because it needs to be. 3 is so weird. Like, people love 3. I personally I think 3's the one. No, 3 was the one that I really liked.
April 3rd.
April 3rd. Okay, so it was the time I thought.
Everything I was finding was for the original release, which came out September 22nd, 1999.
So you weren't even born yet. So it's April 4th. Okay. April 3rd, whatever day it is. I don't know. 3rd and 4th, the same damn day to me. I still have to go to work, so it's a day. Also, a trailer was shown for a teaser basically of Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima is a game from Sucker Punch that made Infamous. We've been waiting on that for a long time. They've been saying it's going to come to PS4. Rumors had it as a PS5 launch title. It is coming to PS4. We actually got a bigger trailer at the Game Awards, which I'll discuss in a minute. Nintendo also had a Indie World, which they showed a bunch of indie games. There was a bunch of cool games that are cool. I'm not going to run down a list of them. I am going to tell you that Skatebird was there. Skatebird is a wonderful little game where you're playing as a bird on a skateboard, and yes, you can change your bird and your board, and it's wonderful. You should check that out. And then finally, Thursday happened. Thursday, there was a 3.5-hour award show called the Game Awards, and Jeff Keighley runs this. If none of y'all know Jeff Keighley's a very popular person in the gaming industry. He was John G4 back in the day, IGN, a bunch of different things. So this is his award show that he has created with multiple other people, and he said there was going to be some big announcements this week, and of course we had discussed a couple of what we thought was going to be there. So I'm just going to run down a list. So the very big thing that was here was the thing we did not think was going to happen. Microsoft came out and a trailer came out, and there's no telling what it is. You can't tell until the very end when you start seeing Master Chief. So you think Halo Infinite's coming up, and it shows that Xbox has revealed their very next console to be the Xbox Series X. It has which to me was a dumb name. It's kind of growing on me. I really wish they really would have just called it Xbox at this point. We'll discuss the Series X, I'm sure there will be a lot more news sessions where we're going to discuss it on this show. Some news did come out about the power of it, so I'm going to run down a quick thing real quick. Here it is. So basically, here's what I got out of it. It's going to have a 12 teraflop GPU. It's going to be the most powerful console. So it's going to be it's 4 times CPU speed as Xbox One X. It's designed to be as quiet or quieter than the Xbox One X. It's going to have a dedicated share button on the controller. You can pause and resume multiple games simultaneously, and it is full backwards compatibility. So that's everything we got from that. So the name is growing on me. Like I was told these guys before the show, a buddy of mine was talking about playing something. I think he was asking me about Hellblade, which Hellblade 2 was also announced here, which I'm so excited for. If you guys haven't heard me talk about this multiple times, Ninja Theory is probably my favorite studio, and Hellblade is a top 10 game of all time for me. So I'm excited for Hellblade 2. It's called Sinuous.
The share button is kind of annoying for me because I always fuck up and hit that on the PlayStation.
Yeah, but how do you hit the share? But the share button's like out of my fucking range. How do you hit that on?
Because it's really weird. For me, it's like a select. So I go to hit it, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm on the wrong controller, and it's just that you have to disconnect your mind because I play Xbox.
It's very simple to do, Adam.
Yeah, I've never had a better man. I'll hit that capture button.
I mean, we all know. I do hit that a lot. That one I do hit.
Dude,
that goddamn capture button I hit a lot.
Me and Sam will play Mario Kart or something like that, and like the screen will flash like 50 fucking times.
Oh yeah,
she keeps hitting that goddamn button.
My 8-year-old last night we were playing Mario Kart, and all you just seen was capture taken. I was like, God damn it, Edison, stop hitting the fucking button. Because I'm going to go into my gallery now. It's going to be a bunch of fucking pictures of random shit. That one I do hit. So dedicated share button though, Adam, is going to be in the, it's not, so you're going to have, where's that goddamn controller? I had it right here. So let me show you. So right here, you got your start button, right? So your start button's here. And then you got basically your select button here. The share button's right here in the middle. So you're not going to hit that. I mean, especially because your mind's already set here. So if your mind's set here, this is down here in the middle. You really shouldn't hit that. I mean, I kind of use on, like when I'm playing PlayStation, I kind of think of the touchpad as my select button, if you will. Because usually people use it for like a map or something, which I love. I love the touchpad for that reason. I love it as an extra button. So to get back to it, like I said, you guys have heard me talk about it multiple times. Sinuous Saga Hellblade 2 is going to be launching. I don't know if it's going to launch Xbox on day one, which I hope it does. So this will be the tower. It looks like a PC tower kind of. They've done. I hope it can lay on its side. I really do. I'm because the stand-up's kind of weird. But I really hope it can lay on its side. But so that there was that. Then we have Ghost of Tsushima release window, which that whole trailer was amazing. If you guys haven't had the chance to watch it, go watch it. Summer 2020 is what we're getting from there. The Wolf Among Us 2, if any of you guys like The Wolf Among Us, the original, is going to be launching. No release date there. Fast and the Furious Crossroads was announced. Fast and Furious.
I can't wait to play this.
Actually, it looked actually pretty solid, to be honest with you. It looked like a very Atom game, but it looked very atomy. But it was rather good. The only thing that was weird was like, I'm sure you guys.
That?
What?
The gong.
Yeah.
No, but that
like
was
a loud bell or a gong.
Does that mean
your house?
No. Does that mean I need to go get my gun? Because I didn't hear it.
It honestly, it's not like either a gong or somebody went to a piano and like.
Yeah.
Dude, I did not hear.
Maybe it came from your house. Like I only heard it faintly, so I just ignored it.
I'm not cutting this, but do I need to go get my gun? Well, yeah. Well, I know that house is haunted, so yeah, it might be you, buddy.
The Phantom of the Opera is his fucking house.
So, back to this. The show. Every time we do this show, man, it's something. It's always something. It's always something.
You notice it gets worse when we say we're not going to do a fucking tangent before the show? It
really does. So, Fast and Furious Crossroads, the only thing that was weird about this was, I'm sure you guys didn't watch all 3.5 hours like I did, but the fucking Michelle Rodriguez came out, and then they brought out Vin Diesel as well. And when Vin Diesel came out, he kept having to bend down on the microphone like this, and he was talking to the mic like this instead of standing kind of far back and talking. And this bitch came out, dude. You got to watch the video of Vin Diesel coming out on stage. When he came out on stage, this bitch is swole. Like he looks like he looked like he skipped leg day a couple times. His legs are very tiny, and then his upper body is he's walking like this, dude. I swear to God, look at Vin Diesel. It's hilarious. But anyway, so he comes out and he's talking to Michelle Rodriguez about, so the show is going on. It is live. He is talking about the Fast 9 trailer to Michelle Rodriguez, not looking at the camera. Like, okay, so if I'm facing you, the audience here, Michelle Rodriguez is behind me right here. He is doing this. So Michelle, the trailer, I seen the 4-minute trailer. He's not looking at anybody out here. The 4-minute trailer, yeah, the whole time. For like, this was literally like a 3-minute conversation while everybody in the audience is just like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
But how many times have you seen Vin Diesel do some stuff like that? I see him doing that shit
I've never seen him on stage. I've never seen him on stage.
Every time I've seen him with a microphone, he'll do that shit. Like, oh god,
I mean,
some Choice Awards or something. He's like,
I understand why he did it.
From the side.
I understand why he did it. I mean, he's trying to promote the movie. I mean, that's not, that was basically a teaser of, hey, Fast 9 trailer's coming out soon. Basically, that was basically what that was to me. And then they showed this game, which I don't know why they waited till the end to show this game. I don't know who's really asking for a Fast and Furious game, but it looked okay. I mean, it didn't look horrible. Before Adam goes on a
Vin Diesel's face right now, and it looks fucking terrible.
Before Adam goes on a tangent about this game, God damn it, why can't I? See, I was trying to move on before he went on a tangent. Go ahead.
So, we're 2019 going into 2020. Why can we not fucking get good motion captures of actors' faces in video games?
That wasn't that bad. Vin Diesel's wasn't that bad in that movie, in that game.
You have the Fallen Order, and you have whatever the guy's name is.
Death Stranding?
No.
Death Stranding was a good one because what's his name?
Well, yes, Norman Reedus was.
Norman Reedus looked. You could tell that was Norman Reedus.
But the kid who did the motion capture for Fallen Order for Cal,
Cameron Monaghan.
That guy. Thank you. He also plays in Shameless, and Courtney walked behind me and saw me. And I was like, "Oh, that's Lip or whatever the fuck the guy's name is on the show."
Yeah.
That's great. And then you have this, which looks like a PS2 port.
Dude, we have really got to work on your mic. We got to get you up. We have to get you a mic.
I'm gonna get you a mic.
Dude, I'm not gonna pay for it. I'm probably gonna steal it from like the library or something. Cause
the library.
This is bad. This is bad.
Oh Jesus, Vin Diesel! You ain't fucking kidding, Vin Diesel.
Dude, he looks swole.
Like a fucking cone.
He looks swole.
Well, I mean, like he's swole.
His arm, his upper body.
He's funneling down towards his fucking legs, like he's.
And dude, if you see pictures of him like 4 months ago, his fucking stomach was so big. That bitch was fat as shit. Like he just ate whatever he wanted to.
Well, I'm sure he did to bulk up.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, it's kind of what happens. You have
thin.
to.
You ain't kidding.
Yeah, he's small. He looks tiny. Like when he came out, that fucking shirt he has is like Lotto, I don't fit you. Like that shit is tiny. That was a 8 Mile reference. If nobody understands that, by the way, that was a tiny ass shirt. Adam, 8 Mile was a movie about Eminem. I want everybody to understand that Adam's only 3 years younger than me, and I still make these jokes. Adam, how old are you?
26. 8 Mile came out in 2002.
Yeah, I know you would have been
just shy.
You'd have been like 9.
Something like that.
I was 12, so I was in, because I remember watching 8 Mile in theater. I don't know how my mom let that happen, but because Eminem was definitely ramming Brittany Taylor in the warehouse there.
Straight up.
Or it wasn't Brittany Taylor. It was a chick that died. Brittany Murphy. Thank you. I appreciate that. I knew it was some kind of white person name. He was straight railing Brittany Murphy in the freaking warehouse there. So, which she actually played a really good part in that movie. Tangents, god damn it, Adam. So
don't go on a review of 8 Mile, please.
I will fucking do it. I will fucking do it. God, I need it.
Storyboard.
I might. I very well might. So, Godfall was also announced. Godfall is going to be the first PlayStation 5 exclusive we're going to get. Godfall is being made by Counterplay Games, and Gearbox is publishing it. It's a looter slasher. So you know how everybody calls looter shooters. Borderlands, for instance, is a looter shooter. This is going to be a looter slasher. So you're pretty much going to be trying to find more It's basically Borderlands without guns, if that makes any sense.
Hello?
Can you not hear me? Can you not hear me?
We can hear you, Jonathan.
Jonathan, I got you. I can hear you. Okay. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. All right. Did you hear anything we said?
I heard looter slasher, and it's basically going to be, and then whomp.
Did it like you couldn't hear me or Adam?
No, it just like your voice just zoned out into digital, and then everybody froze. I'm like, oh.
Okay, well, it's recording on this side. You can go to hell. Anyway,
it's not your fault. It's probably mine.
No, I don't know. It probably is my fault somehow. I don't know. Everything is my fault this weekend. Looter slash. It's gonna be a looter slash. It's gonna be a looter slasher, kind of like Borderlands, but it's gonna, instead of guns, it's gonna be pretty much swords and shit. It's gonna have a 3-player co-op. It looks really cool, and it looks like a blast. It's like I said, it's the first. Excuse me. It's gonna be the first. Whatever that's called. PS5 exclusive. It's actually the first PS5 game that's been announced. Riot Forge. Riot Forge is, of course, Riot Games' publishing team. They announced 2 new games, 2 new League of Legends games. Let me find this here. One of them is called Convergence. It'll follow the League of Legends champion Echo in a new adventure. And then Ruin King is being developed by Battle Chasers, Night War devs, Airship Syndicate. They didn't really give much on that, so go check those out. They announced Bravely Default 2 for the Switch coming in 2020. Bravely Default was a big JRPG published by Square Enix, if you will, and it was big on 3DS. Magic, they showed, oh my god, the goddamn Magic trailers in this goddamn fucking award show annoyed the shit out of me. Magic Legends they showed, that's all I'm going to discuss. Beta will be in 2020. A game called Weird West, which is from the former Arcane development studio from Prey and Dishonored. I believe it's Wolf Eye Studios is their new stuff, and that will be out sometime, probably hopefully next year. This one kind of got me. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance is coming. I'm sorry, it's not. I'm sorry, it's not Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. It's the game is just called Dark Alliance. This is their spiritual successor to Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, which is my favorite Baldur's Gate game. So we'll be getting into that. They showed 9 to 5. 9 to 5 is a team-based tactical shooter. PC Alpha will be in 2020. We've seen a prologue for a new Player Unknown game. If Player Unknown Battlefields, of course, is the what are we calling that? That is the Battle Royale, and they are wanting to make a story-based game, basically a single player. Sons of the Forest was there. Sons of the Forest was a more horror type game. That looked okay. Looked like a very Jonathan type game. Surgeon Simulator 2 will be coming out. It's a VR game. New World, which was really weird. New World is an MMO that's coming out by none other than Amazon Game Studios. So this is going to be an Amazon game. The trailer looked amazing when I seen it. I watched the whole trailer, and when we were watching it, I loved it. And then at the end, I seen that little smile come up, and it said games, and it's like, oh shit, this is Amazon, and it looked amazing. So you can check that trailer out with what you will.
I didn't even know they were going to try to go into games. That's crazy.
Amazon went into games. I think they announced it 2 years ago. I think they released one on the Xbox and everywhere else. I believe it's what's the big driving show in the UK?
Grand Tour.
Grand Tour. Thank you. They released a Grand Tour game not too long ago, and it was okay. It was kind of reviewed good, but that's the only thing they've released. So, what?
My Internet Explorer just crashed.
Oh, of course it did, because you're still using Internet Explorer in 2019. Apple, I can't believe
Amazon Game Studios was founded August 7th, 2012.
Yeah, because they were doing little small games. This is an actual big, like AAA stuff. Did they do it again? That's you. That's you, dude.
So my sound is coming through my monitor.
Oh, that's why we're having problems, because it's not. Hold on, I want you to look at the screen when I do this. It's not my fuck up, but it's your fuck up. Okay, yeah, that's definitely not getting cut, so I can have this on record. Yeah, that's why. So exactly. So hold on. Exactly what I said I was worried about happened to you, is what you're telling me? Okay, now I can hear you. Okay, I was gonna say. All right, so back to this. Apple Arcade had a couple games shown. Path of the Warrior is a new VR game by Twisted Pixel that it's gonna be coming out. It's a beat 'em up. Naraka Blade Point looked good. It's gonna be a 2020 release, and we didn't get much else on that. Mortal Kombat 11 showed Joker. They also showed Harley Quinn in that trailer, which was really weird, because Joker's been the only one announced. I don't know if Harley's gonna come with him or kind of like be a side type thing.
I thought Harley was already announced.
Harley has not been announced for Mortal Kombat. It was only Joker. You can look it up and tell me, but I'm pretty sure it's not. Kind of a big one for me. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 DLC is coming, and that's going to be the Rise of the Phoenix, which is basically all the X-Men characters is going to be in there. That's going to be coming on. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Why did my shit fuck up? I'm not even using Internet Explorer. Mine just fucked up. December 23rd. They showed a new Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer, which was amazing. Gears Tactics they shown, which is going to be a good one. That is Gears of War based a tactics game in the Gears of War universe. That's going to be really fun. We're going to be looking at an April release date for that. Ori and the Will of the Wisp they showed a new trailer from. That's going to be March 11th, 2020. A game I'm really excited about. I think I've told you guys about this multiple times. Maneater got a release date of May 2020. Maneater is the GTA meets a shark. Basically, it's a GTA shark game. Check that out. It's pretty cool. Apex got a timed Christmas event that it's runs until January 7th. Not sure when it started though. But Keeley was basically having a conversation with Mirage during this time. It was pretty hilarious actually. Should probably go watch that, Jonathan, if you enjoy that kind of stuff. No More Heroes 3 is due on the Nintendo Switch next year. They showed off CD Projekt Red showed off basically a look into its Cyberpunk 2077 soundtrack. It looks amazing. Green Day came out and performed. Green Day, the I think 3 songs from Green Day is going to be in Beat Saber now. Humankind was shown. This is Sega's new. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's an RTS, but it follows you through the years, so almost like a God sim, if you will. Fortnite showed off their Rise of Skywalker tie-in. They're gonna have a clip in game this week. I think is it this weekend? Yeah, it's this weekend, which actually was this weekend. J.J. Abrams was also going to be in the game talking to Jeff Keighley. Showed some stuff.
They introducing lightsabers and shit.
I believe so. They did show some skins. You have a Rey skin, a Finn skin, and you also have a red stormtrooper skin in Fortnite. Warframe showed some stuff. Control had some DLC there they shown. Elder Scrolls Online had a tease of what's coming to 2020, and that's pretty much it, guys. So that's the little bit of news that I just wanted to throw that at you there. So, gentlemen, with that little bit of things said, or anything before we head into the actual topic of the show, this week, guys, we were not supposed to have any news. We won't have any budget gamer stuff. It's pretty much hasn't changed, and there won't be. The topic is basically Game of the Year stuff, so there won't be any topic. So, guys, you got anything before we head into this topic, any of this Game of the Year stuff?
No, I didn't know you spent so little time on Magic Legends.
I don't think I want to spend any time on Magic Legends.
Magic Gathering is one of my favorite games, and Neverwinter was a great game that I spent many hours into. So
I don't think I ever want you to come on this show again.
Mm-mm.
You know what,
bro?
You know what? Just fucking get out.
This is
Thank you. That's all I want.
Podcast, not Magic fucking Gathering, bro.
Actually, no, for real. I do enjoy watching. Enjoy watching people play Magic because it reminds me back in my days of playing Pokemon back in the day. Just the community based stuff. Like a lot of those people are actually pretty cool and will help you if you need help. So I mean that kind of stuff's cool, especially when you're starting out. For some reason, I got into a Magic kick in 2011, and it went for about 6 weeks, and I realized, yeah, this is too much. Yeah, I was going to Coliseum of Comics in Lakeland every day, and those people are really cool in there, some of those people, and then it was getting bad.
It's intense. People living their best life in the fucking Magic world,
and you know what, it's just like Warhammer, man. Warhammer's the same thing. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's cool for people to have that kind of stuff, and like I know I sounded harsh on it. I wasn't getting tired of seeing it. It was just like it was every 10 minutes we were getting an ad for new Magic shit, and it wasn't cards, like it was a video game. So all right, man. Do you really want to spend some time on this Magic shit?
No, you're good. I was just harassing you a little bit because you jumped over it, but I'm excited for it. I will play this. I already signed up for the beta, so
I'm sure you will because you're a piece of shit. All right, so well, I mean, at least you know it, buddy. I mean, you know, get shake your head. Can I get a head shake?
There it is.
There it is.
If I turn the camera sideways, it is a yes.
Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. All right, man, let's hop into this.
This is a shake. This is a nod.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that makes more sense now. Now, after 29 years of living, I've never realized that until just now. Because people tell me to shake my head, I do this. So, but I'm also a follower, obviously. So, all right, man, let's hop into Game of the Year stuff. So, how this is going to go is we're going to go our top 5. This week, I believe on Thursday, we released mine and Jonathan's top 5 of the year with also our Game of the Year. And oh shit, I forgot to do something. I'm actually going to do that right now. I've been forgetting to do that. I'm going to do that while we're talking. All right, gentlemen. So how we're going to do this? I'm going to do this while I'm talking. We're going to go 5-1. I want you guys to discuss. I want to be able to discuss, ask questions, do whatever. I want to be able to discuss our game. So what we're going to do is go 5-1. So discuss your 5th game and, you know, why you liked it. And then, of course, we might ask you some questions and so on and so forth. So I'm going to start this out with our magic-loving guest, Adam. Adam, go ahead and give us your 5th game of the year, and or I'm sorry, game of the year. I guess it's is that game of the year? I don't know what that's called. Go ahead, just give us your fifth game that you like this year in your top 5.
So number 5 on my list would be Pokemon Sword.
You can also add Shield into that because it's basically the same game.
And Shield, I played Sword. That's why I put it as Sword and not Shield. But I loved it. It was a great game. The first game on the new console. Unfortunately, it was just much the same. Unfortunately, Pokemon is getting to that point now to where unless you do something radically different, it's just more rehashing of the same.
I will say that I have been playing Shield and have been fully enjoying this because I love the game. The game is wonderful. And to people that have been talking shit because of the whole Pokedex situation and everything that was happening, it was kind of one of the things we've discussed it multiple times before about when news of this stuff comes up. I didn't care. Like I like that. I left Pokemon in Gen 3 or Gen 4, and I like that I'm getting new stuff. Like, a lot of these Pokemon for me are new to an extent because I haven't seen a lot of them.
Well, that, and people were always complaining that, the Pokédex, the National Dex, was always so big and it was so difficult to fill it completely up.
I mean, it is. I mean, look at how, what do we got now? Why don't you give me a search on how many actual Pokemon there are? I bet there's, 9 now? 950? A total amount? Probably 950 maybe? I mean, that's a shitload of... I mean, here's my thing. This is like people on the internet, right? So you got people on the internet, right? So, John, we've discussed this multiple times. I hate politics. So, you and Adam are discussing something about politics. I know nothing about politics, but I just want to get mad at something. So I want to hop in there and talk about it with you guys. That's exactly what this is. This is people. So, oh man, they didn't put Ditto in this, which they did. But, oh man, they didn't put Ditto in this game. Man, what the fuck? Knowing damn well they're never going to use Ditto. Or they're never going to use whoever. That's the type of thing. That's the type of thing that annoys me.
190.
Okay, so I was close.
It's getting up there.
Yeah, and I mean, it's crazy. You got 890 Pokemon. You can only have 6 in your party. You are not going to use Magikarp all the time. Leave Magikarp alone. You know what I'm saying? It's
like Gyarados.
I mean, it's now, don't get me wrong, there are certain Pokemon that didn't make it where I'm like, okay. But they put everything I wanted in there. And even if they didn't, it's kind of like, okay, I can deal with that. And they've said multiple times that, just because a Pokemon's not in this game does not mean they're not going to be in other games.
Well, that, and this is on this console, so there's no telling they can just do like a hot patch or something, and oh no, now you're, Magikarp's and the Dynamax raids, and oh, there you go.
I mean, they exclude Pokemon from every game iteration. Like, it's not a big deal.
Being a longtime fan, I didn't hurt my feelings at all. Exactly,
and you know what? I've been a fan of Pokemon for a long time, but like I said, I left in Gen 3 or 4 and haven't came back. And I picked this up, I came back to Let's Go, and it reminded me of how much I enjoyed Pokemon. And I picked this up, and I've had so much fun with it, dude. So Shield has been a blast for me. Like, I can't wait for is my daughter in the house? No, she's not in the house tonight. I can't wait for Christmas morning for my daughter to open her Switch Lite and play her first Pokemon game, and it'll be Pokemon Sword. And me and her connect. I'll be in here playing on my couch, and she can come in here and sit beside me and play. It'll remind me of back in the day when I was like, "Hey, Mom, check out my Charmander evolving." And she's like, "What the fuck is a Charmander?" Addison can come in here and talk to me about random Pokemon evolving. I can be like, "Oh, that's cool, baby. Let's look at this. Look what I got." And I can maybe even trade with her what she can get. Girl, you ain't getting none of my shit. I'm gonna let you know that ahead of time. I ain't helping your ass. Anyway,
this fucking Jigglypuff.
You gonna learn. Oh, Jigglypuff is in the game. Yeah, you're right. I caught one. So it's I love it, dude. Here's the thing. When you look at people, okay, so you got the big fans, right? The big Pokemon fans. They're the ones that are mad, right? All right, so you look at IGN. IGN gave this game a 9.3, I believe. All right, it's really weird that I fucking know these people by name, like a first name basis. Casey DeFreitas is the one that reviewed this. I listen to a lot of podcasts. Casey DeFreitas is a massive Pokemon fan, and like anime, manga, all that shit. She loves these games. And if a massive Pokemon fan give this game a 9.3, I'm okay with that. And I'm gonna play it. It's a blast. I'm loving every bit of it. So, all right, John. What about?
Play it.
Yeah, I know. It's. I know. John, go ahead and give us your number 5. Yeah, it's gonna be a backlog for a long time, man. Mine's still on my backlog.
My number 5 was Apex Legends. So if you've listened to this podcast, you know I've played this almost before every podcast. I just looked up my hours on Origin, and I know this is skewed a little bit, but it says 11,033 hours. Or I'm sorry, 1,133 hours on Apex Legend. So that's a lot more than I thought, because I think I told you the other day I've had like
200, like 200.
like 200 hours.
Yeah, that's why I was making a face. I was like, it's a lot.
Yeah,
so it's like 900 more.
I assumed that it was something a lot less than it actually was. I'm looking at it now. I'm like, did I really play that much? Nah, that can't be right.
I apologize for interrupting you. One more thing before we go in Apex. The thing I forgot to do, I just did. I released our top 10 on our Facebook page. I forgot to do that. I released our top 10 on our Facebook page, so it is there. It is in a little graphic. I worked really hard on it. It probably sucks ass if a graphic designer looks at it, but it looks wonderful to me. So, fuck you, graphic designers that want to pick at me.
I'm looking at it now, and it looks wonderful.
Thank you. I appreciate that. At least somebody cares about my wonderful non-Photoshop being stuff.
I do want to make you feel good about it.
Thank you. I mean, even though you could probably tell me it sucks, and I'd be like,
I haven't even looked at it yet.
Okay. All right. Cool.
It actually does look good.
Okay. Thank you. I'll take that. Yeah. I'll take that. Adam, and his freaking high school graphic skills are probably going to tell me that it looks bad. So,
listen, you pay my salary, so I can't.
Yeah, I sure do. I let you come on this show, and that's your salary. So you're doing wonderful.
Hand jobs and cum stains.
Yeah, that's why your skin. That's the skin. If nobody has watched the video versions, Adam's skin is a lot paler than the rest of ours. So anyway, John, back to Apex. So I've played a little bit of Apex. I'm not in the loving of the battle royale genre. I do like battle royale. I just don't fully enjoy it as much as a lot of people do. Me and my buddy Jason had this conversation today of him really enjoying Blackout, and Blackout adding multiple things. And I know a lot of people like Blackout. I just couldn't get into it because it felt too battle royale-y, if that makes any sense to anybody. Apex, to me, I discussed this the other day with you, has innovated on a lot of things. Apex has innovated on the respawn points, and now a lot of people are adding respawn points in their games. The ping system was a big thing in this. Yes, they fucked up on a couple things. You know, the battle pass, the first battle pass. The
beginning was a rough start.
Yeah, it was. But at the same time, what's not rough in the beginning? Go back and look at our first video of ADHD Gamer and tell me that's not rough. That's the it's, and now we're better where we're at now. It's that type of thing.
Rough for a free game, come on, guys. It was still like exactly what it was, a hero fucking shooter battle royale mix, and it's like they just need to fix it.
it's like it's just like people bitching about the fact of how much the skins cost and stuff. Like, they do cost that, and then yes, they are expensive. They're like $18 a skin. Yes, they're expensive.
It's a free fucking game and you don't have to buy that shit.
Correct. My question that was exactly my question, Jonathan. Do you have to buy that? Do they fucking make you buy that to play? No, they don't.
But some of them skins are cool as shit though that you feel like you have to.
Correct, but you don't have to. It's just it's in your mind. You want to do it. So
and you're not really looking at that fucking skin except for when it's at that goddamn load screen anyway. So
yeah, true. I mean, you can't see your stuff You can't see your stuff go. And when you're in the game anyway, so it doesn't matter.
No, you're looking out your two fucking eyes. You're not looking at your own fucking skin. That's for everybody else's enjoyment, and I don't give a shit about anybody else. I'm going for tactics, so I'm gonna wear fucking camo or urban fucking whatever. No.
Correct. Do you have anything, Adam, about Apex Legends? Or are you just going to sit there the whole time and not discuss anything like we've talked about we were going to do?
Apex Legends is out of my wheelhouse. Not a battle royale. I've played exactly one game of Apex Legends and did not like it. Uninstalled it. Haven't touched it since.
But you're not a shooter person either, right?
No, I'm definitely not a shooter person.
So, is it just because you suck at it, or is it just because you just don't enjoy those type of games?
Partially, older brother complex. So my older brother's so good. and I could never beat him. And it was just one of those. I never got into it. So
I feel you.
Okay.
But no, Apex is not in my wheelhouse, unfortunately.
Not in the old Adam house, huh?
Nope.
Okay. My number 5 is actually Control. Technically my number 5 is actually Jedi Fallen Order, and number 2 is supposed to be Control, but for some reason it released like this, so I'm just going to keep it like this. They're still top 5 games. I still love them. If anybody was wondering, actually no, we'll do that at the end. Control is, and I was talking about discussing our top 10 together, Jonathan. Control is my number 5. Jonathan, I know you played this. Adam, I'm guessing you have not touched Control because you're a broke bastard. Correct. Okay, that's what I thought. From what we've heard recently, Control may be coming to Game Pass, so keep a look on that. I very well recommend you playing it. It's like a 15-16 hour game, and it's wonderful. It's a very lovely game. It's great. It makes you feel like more of a Jedi than Jedi Fallen Order does. I've discussed that multiple times in my own opinion. Yes. It's my own opinion. I mean, the
mechanics of it's really good for that kind of stuff. Something
feels very fluid about it. Like it feels there, you know. We've discussed this multiple times. I love Jessie Faden in the game. I love her voice actress, or mocap, whatever you want to call it. The game's amazing. Like I said, 15-16 hours. We'll give a little bit more information on this later, but it's very high on our list here at the ADHD Gamer. It was not big. It's made by Remedy. We've discussed the fact that it had a $30 million budget, which, if nobody understands, is a very tiny budget for a video game. Especially, it's an indie studio. They're not owned by anyone, so they had their publisher was 505 Games. 505 Games has been known to publish horrible games, and this came out and it was amazing. It was actually IGN's Game of the Year. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. I love it.
I mean, I agree with that. It's a fucking great game, especially for the little that they had for it, and the mechanics are spot on. The fucking visuals are great, and the voice acting is pretty.
It's very good, dude. And the facial features in that game.
The faces are.
Oh my god! I know.
Makes me wonder about this Fast and Furious game, why they can't get it right.
I mean, it didn't look horrible, but it didn't look great either. But yeah, I mean, it definitely wasn't.
How much did you say the budget was for Control?
They had a $30 million budget.
Halo 3's marketing budget was $30 million.
Correct.
Fuck.
Correct. I actually believe it cost, if I remember right, Halo 3, and let me also remind you, Control did not get marketed, like, at all. Like, they didn't have the money to market it. Like, I remember them talking about this on IGN podcast, and talking about how, like, oh shit, Control's out next week, which was August 27th. Oh shit, Control's out next week. Oh shit, it really is out next week, because there was no marketing for it. It was kind of like Need for Speed Heat. Need for Speed Heat didn't get any marketing to it whatsoever, and I still haven't heard anything about that game. So, you know, it's kind of one of the things where marketing can make a game fail. You know, I mean, look at Jedi Fallen Order. Jedi Fallen Order was marketed out of the asshole, but that game was amazing. But anyway, Control was Control. The game. Last thing I'm gonna say about it, guys, just go play it.
If you like that, like, especially if you like that sinuous sacrifice, you know, like the voices and shit that are kind of fucking freaking you out a little.
Play
bit.
With headphones.
Yeah,
play the game with headphones, because I mean, this game was not a nominee of best sound design at Game Awards for nothing. Like, the game had especially if you're playing on headphones, you can hear like the I don't even know what they're calling them. I guess you can the hit. I don't think it's the hiss, but the hiss are the bad guys. But I'm talking about the people floating in the air. They're not the hiss. But spoiler for people doing. You can hear that, and that shit is amazing. You hear them whispering like almost like demonic type things, and it's, oh my god, it's very thrillery. It's amazing. Okay, Adam, move on to your number 4, buddy.
Number 4, and you gave me some shit about this, Jump Force.
Of course.
Yeah.
So before you start, man, the only reason I'm not giving shit, because I don't really talk shit about video games anymore, because after doing this shit, you kind of have to give respect to developers. I don't really want to talk shit about Jump Force because I'm sure people worked hard on that game, and they did give you the anime feel, I guess. But why, out of all the video games that have came out this year, fighting, anime games, why is this on your top 5? And no, I'm not giving you shit. This is a serious question. I really want you to give me an answer to.
Are you like a fighter person?
I am a fighter person.
Oh, okay.
So that's one of the reasons why it was one of my favorite fighters of the year. Jump Force, so Shonen Jump is a manga magazine in the East, and a lot of my favorite animes come from Shonen. So
because they had a
lot of great shows come from them.
Is your speaker still on? Is your speaker still on? Are you sure you're doing that good thing?
It's really not on. So.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, so let me ask a question. So they had a massive roster in this. I remember looking at the roster before when it went into beta, I believe. I ended up getting the
Naruto,
beta.
Wasn't it, right?
They ended up, dude. They had fucking. Here's the thing.
I bought the damn thing.
Before Adam starts, I want to say that I fully commend them for doing what people wanted. They pulled everybody's favorite characters into a game that you could play, and that's amazing. I was really excited about this. I remember this being a Facebook fucking fledgling of people fucking showing the trailer and shit. Oh my god, look at this. The only thing I didn't like is I did not like Goku's fucking Japanese voice in the goddamn game. That shit was very just like the voice actor for Goku I didn't like.
I hear a lot of people either love the original Japanese voice actor or they fucking hate him. But
fuck that guy.
If I was a
Goku's
fighter game person, I would. Yes, yeah, it is. If I was a fighter game person, I'd probably love this game. I did buy it. I played all the characters that I wanted to fucking play, and then I dropped it because I just can't play fighter. I wish I was like Adam and I was able to play these games and not suck and have to button mash and go and then somebody send me a message saying I'm a fucking noob, because I'm a goddamn button masher.
Did you fight Ryuk in this game?
Who's Ryuk?
Are you fucking serious right now?
Let's see here.
Adam.
Sorry.
Adam.
Yeah, I think he was in it.
Jonathan, do you know who Ryuk is?
Yeah, it's from Death Note.
How the fuck do you not know who Ryuk is?
It's the demon from Death Note.
Ryuk in Death Note. He was Light's.
Oh yeah, the Shinigami.
Oh my god, Adam! I'm gonna fucking throat punch you.
I fucking remember his name. You remember how long it's been since I've seen Death Note?
You're a piece of shit. It's been.
I am.
You're a piece of shit. You should never forget that kind of shit. It's not like there's not millions of animes out there where you can remember all the names.
You should.
I've not seen all of Death Note.
That one is rememberable.
I saw Death Note up to the point where they introduced the second Shinigami, the girl who had the Shinigami who had the Shinigami.
Yeah. That's yeah.
That's all that I've seen.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, people hate the live action of Death Note. We're going off on a goddamn tangent. I loved it. It was really good to me. I really enjoyed it. I'm also an American piece of shit, so that's probably why I liked it.
Well, people wanted it to be the fucking cartoon, you know what I mean? And that's not what it is. Animation. It's just
Oh my god. Did you just say something that I've said to you multiple times when a live action movie comes out? Yes, you did. That people expected it to be the cartoon, and that's not what it's gonna be.
No,
that's exactly what I say to you every time.
Listen here, bitch. I don't say, hey, it needs to be the fucking cartoon, but sometimes it needs to be the fucking cartoon. But that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. What I usually say when we're talking, because usually you get on me about this fucking Disney movies, and
Will Smith was a great genie.
I mean, I won't knock him too much.
Jonathan said he was horrible after watching a 20-second trailer.
I mean, look at it. He looked fucking terrible.
No, he was great. I loved it. No, you know why? You know why you thought he was horrible? Because he wasn't Robin Williams. Well, that's exactly why you said he was horrible.
You know what? When they got rid of the blue, I was fucking happy with it because he just looked weird blue to me. That's what it was.
I thought he was all right. Anyway, back on this. Look,
sorry, Adam.
So anyway, Jump Force. So Jump Force roster, Adam. We had Goku, Frieza, Vegeta, Cell. Tell me if I'm missing anybody. Piccolo, Trunks, Ichigo, Aizen, Rukia, Renji, Luffy, Zoro. This is a fucking big ass fucking Blackbeard, Sabo. Aren't all these are from One Piece, right? Those are from One Piece, correct?
Yep. Luffy, Zoro, Blackbeard, Sabo, Sanji,
Sanji, yeah. And then Naruto, Sasuke. Yeah, I know Boruto, Gaara. Okay, so you had a massive roster here. I forgot they had Yugi in there.
Yugi, they had the Hunter x Hunter character.
They had Yusuke. They had Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho,
which was awesome for me because I love Yu Yu Hakusho.
So do I. It's probably that and Cowboy Bebop are probably two of my top 5 animes of all time. They had. I forgot they had. They had Deku on here. I mean,
and that was just like what released, and then you had like All Might and some other I can't remember, Boo and some other characters on the DLC.
Can you not see us doing this shit? Because we can hear it.
I wasn't looking.
I could hear it. This means that, oh my god, it sounds like a submarine's in my ear. That's exactly what it was. So we got those.
We're too tired for the show.
Yeah, we are. So have any DLC characters dropped for this, Adam?
Yes, there have been.
Done, I think.
Who was the? Because I'm looking at the rumored Jump Force DLC characters on IGN here on the wiki, and so tell me if any of these have came there. Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh, Biscuit from Hunter x Hunter, All Might, Bakugo, Madara from Naruto, Law from One Piece, Boo from Dragon Ball Super.
I don't know if Boo ever came out. I know Boo did. I don't know if Law did.
And then we had Toshiro from Bleach and Grimjaw from Bleach.
Yes.
I don't know what those two look like. I am not a Bleach fan. I know people love Bleach, and I will probably get shit for this. I know people love Bleach. I could never get into Bleach. I don't know what it was. I just couldn't get into it.
I've always wanted to get into it, and I thought
Me too.
I'd like it, but I've only watched the first episode, and I turn it off.
I will tell you something that I watched recently for the second time that I haven't watched in a very what's what I'm looking for here? Probably I'm trying to think about what I'm looking for here. Maybe a long time, but I rewatched Neon Genesis.
Oh yeah,
I love Evangelion, man. I love that fucking. I can't wait till the new movie comes out. Neon Genesis is amazing. It's on Netflix if anybody wants to know. But yes, ma'am. Is that, which one is that?
On Switch.
That's the ones that you did.
Oh, did I? I didn't burn those because I don't burn movies because that would be illegal for me to burn movies and give you to you. But is that the one that
I'm just showing you a case.
Is that the one that I paid for and gave to Courtney?
I don't know. I have an entire bookshelf. Well, there's an entire bookshelf of.
Yes.
Right now I have Sword Art and Rosario Vampire.
Those would be the ones that I paid for and gave to Courtney. Yes.
How'd you pay for them?
Winky, winky.
At the yeah. So anyway,
so to have all of my favorite characters in one, it was basically Smash for anime. You had all your characters in one place, and then you could customize your character. So I could have, Killa was, God Lightning from Hunter x Hunter, and pair that with, Luffy's, Red Hawk, and finish all together with a Spirit Bomb, all
That's
in my
cool.
customized character. Like, it was like an anime fan, and having all my favorite fighting animes in one spot. It was just it hit all the right notes for me.
I remember the only thing I did in the beta was I went in there and did a Kamehameha about 92 times. It's the only thing I did because that's what I've always wanted to do. Was I wanted it, which I mean I know you could do it in multiple games, but that was the one I was like, oh shit, yeah, I'm doing this here.
Every game that Goku's in.
Yeah.
That was part of my problem with this game. Is you had Xenoverse, you had World Seeker that just I think World Seeker came out before Jump Force did.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of these games have their own dedicated fighters. for that one anime. So there was some bit of a learning curve coming into this and having all these different characters interact with each other.
I do want to.
It's great.
I do want to add that Jump Force is on Game Pass right now. So if anybody wants to go play it, that is something you can do. I do want to add that because that is
one of the few games I actually bought this year.
That is something I probably will do. Like I probably might play it just because I'm already paying for Game Pass. I might as well.
Since we're already talking about this, if you guys ever want to go get a little extra, just kind of have something that might be entertaining, every year Sean Chamel and oh my god, I can't believe I just brain farted of his name, but the guy who voices Vegeta and Piccolo and all that, they do a competition, and the last one they did was with Fighter Z, and they just go against each other, and it's all the characters from DBZ, DBZ Super going against each other, and it's actually kind of funny. So if you want just like entertainment one day, fucking watch that. Yeah, Christopher Sabat. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Like you said that too, and my mind went
it's
like...
It's not Sabat, it's Sabat, or fuck, I don't know. He said
it's Sabat, but
wrong.
It's Sabat.
Yeah, we say it wrong all the fucking time, and I guess it pisses him off, boogers.
He'll get over it. He's rich.
Yeah.
Sounds like a him problem.
Yeah, it does sound like a him problem.
Oh yeah, hey, when I was at Comic-Con, I went to a panel of his, and he was talking about he ran into this kid who is not up to date in the times and said, "Hey man, all I got's a VHS, but every once in a while I find him," and he gave him his entire collection of VHS tapes, like all the old ones that have like 2 episodes on it. You remember when we used to buy those fucking Mike? Yeah. He gave them all to this kid. Said, "Here you go."
My buddy Jermaine,
every fucking episode of DBZ.
My buddy Jermaine has like, I think he still has all of his old tapes of shit we used to watch back in the day. Actually, it's crazy what the shit we did for 1 or 2 episodes.
Dude, like $35 fucking for a VHS with 2 episodes on it.
It's just like now. Like you go into some of these stores, man, and some of these stores are selling like fucking like Doug, for instance. Doug is probably one of my favorite cartoons of all time. You go into like Walmart and they'll be selling like a DVD of Doug with like 6 episodes on it for like $13, and I'm like, no. Like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, I'd rather pay for like VRV and get all the Nickelodeon shit for free, or actually Doug's on Disney Plus. But yeah, so once again, guys.
I mean, sorry, cutting you off.
Oh, of course. Fuck you. Of course, you don't care about nobody else. Care about nobody else. Just care about
Dragon
yourself.
Ball
Piece
Super,
of shit.
The Blu-ray Part 10 right now, $35 for. Is that 12 episodes? 13 episodes?
Or you have the internet. It can be free for you if you really feel like it.
Right. I mean, I think I've...
Not telling you how, but it can be free for you if you really want to know. Plenty of
same flea market.
Yeah, same flea market. Plenty of YouTube videos to make you figure that out.
I may have like 12 Fire Sticks at the house just waiting to be programmed.
I have about 7 or 8 in my house right now.
Mm-hmm. I kept like buying them in bulk when they'd have like the deals on, because everybody would fucking want one.
Oh yeah, why not? I would.
I charge people fucking astronomical amount of money for it.
Yeah, true. So, especially when they use Kodi. Kodi is so shitty. I fucking hate Kodi. I use all APKs. Well, I'm sorry, I don't use all APKs. The ones that people buy from me use APKs. Anyway, John, you're number 4, sir.
So I put my number 4 as Gears 5, and the reason I did that was it's just overall a great game. I thought the story was really in depth. They had a good storyline from Gears 4, and they really added to it. I liked playing Kate. That's her name, right? Kate. Yeah.
Kate.
Yeah, I enjoyed playing Kate. I enjoyed spend all that time with God damn. I'm sorry, guys. What is the names of the 2 characters that I'm thinking of?
Kate,
JD, and
Dell and JD.
Dell. I enjoyed spending a lot of time with Dell. I thought Dell was an awesome, amazing fucking character, and I loved their interactions. I thought it was just a good game. Like,
it was. I mean,
great gameplay.
Adam, have you played Gears 5?
I have not. I played Gears 4, and I played that for about 30 minutes. I don't know. I have a problem with third-person shooters. I'm a very weird gamer. If it doesn't fit within my set standards, I don't like it.
You're just
That's
a
why
weird.
you're the intern.
That's exactly why you're the intern. But no. So basically, it's just me and John that's played it. Okay. I understand what you're saying. There's a lot of people that actually don't get into Gears because of the movement. Like a lot of the Gears, like the way Gears moves and like the what's it called, the sprint that they have is not for everyone. The wall
It's
bouncing
awkward for a lot of people.
Wall bouncing also doesn't work for everyone. So I understand that. The game was amazing. We talked about it multiple times. There's a choice you have to make in the ending of the game that really sets the game for you. We've discussed that multiple times. Gear 6, I'm hoping plays on that. I'm hoping they really pull they won't pull a save file because Gear 6 will be next gen, but I'm hoping to kind of ask you like, oh, who did you kill? Or goddamn it, sorry. Anyway, who did you kill? Spoiler.
Well, in The Witcher, if you don't have save files, they ask you those questions.
Yeah, they do it. If you don't have original Witcher 2 save files, they ask you the questions of what happened here, what happened here, what happened here, what happened here.
Right.
So yeah, yeah.
I mean, they did the same thing with several other games, so I'm sure they'll just ask.
Having that big of a decision.
Yeah.
Not that I've played it, but I've heard you guys discuss it, so I know the gravity of the situation.
Yeah, dude. I mean, Gears 5 is an amazing video game. I liked 5 better than I did 4. People always hate on it because they always, people are always. Here's the thing: we all know the internet is just a bunch of bitches that just bitch about absolutely everything, and it's one of them things where a good game like Gears 5, like I thoroughly enjoyed Gears 5. Thoroughly enjoyed the campaign of Gears 5 as well. The campaign and the multiplayer. And there's a lot of people that are like, yes, fucking sucks. And I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. It probably does because you probably played them all and you probably just didn't like it. But it's good for somebody that really enjoys it. I enjoyed it. That's good number 4, John. Mine is Call of Duty Modern Warfare. You all have heard me talk about it. I talked about it this year about Call of Duty being talked about Call of Duty being a Game of the Year contender this year. A lot of people didn't agree with that, and that's fine. This is more of my personal thing. I believe it was. The story was amazing. It won Best Sound Design at the Game Awards, and for good reason. I mean, the shots it was putting out, the echoes of the shots, hearing your bullets hit the ground, or hearing your casings hit the ground, different things of that nature. The game was amazing. If you can pick it up on a sale, or you can pick it up on sale all the time now. I've been seeing it for $38. Pick it up, play it. The campaign's amazing. The multiplayer is amazing. They're adding a excuse me, they're adding a battle royale soon. So yeah, check that stuff out.
I didn't like their old battle royale, but
Blackout wasn't bad. I didn't mind Blackout. I just didn't enjoy it. I didn't really enjoy it, but I mean, I played it a couple times, and I liked it a little bit. It wasn't horrible. They're actually gonna have a 200-person battle royale with 5-man teams, and this one, from what I've been reading about, yeah, it's gonna be pretty crazy. So yeah,
I want to play it. I want to play it so bad. I couldn't rate on it because I hadn't played it. Yeah. And it looks like a fun game.
Dude, the campaign's...
Modern Warfare, especially the original 2.
The campaign is about 5 or 6 hours, and it's amazing. So you should check it out.
That's what I want to get it for. That's it.
Yeah, and you know what? You can. It's called Redbox. You can go to Redbox.
Going to fucking Redbox.
You can go to Redbox and rent it.
I've done it. That's how I got Fallen Order.
I've done it. I would say Adam. I was gonna say that's how Adam played all of Fallen Order. He went fucking Reddit and played.
That's how they get me to keep and buy a fucking game from them. Which they're getting rid of all the games out of Redbox. By the way.
They're all on sale right now. They have a Redbox actually has a massive sale of video games right now. But we can't get them here because there's no Redbox here we can buy it from.
That's right.
So they're but yeah, so. That's mine. I've talked about it multiple times. Multiplayer is great. Campaign's amazing. It's like 5-6 hours. It's a wonderful experience. You can play through it in one sitting if you want to. It's a blast. Adam, jump into our number 3, buddy.
My number 3, and I need to pause this video real quick so I can save this real quick.
What are you doing? Are you watching porn?
Yeah.
Because
white shit on the screen.
Because all video games are porn.
Yes.
All of them.
The title of the video is "Crap Mic Fixed HyperX Revolver S Update." So.
Crap mic fixed. Oh,
How
yours.
to fix my shitty mic.
I don't know.
$200 headset is supposed to be good.
Now it's back.
Shitty.
I really don't know if it's your
I
mic,
think
man.
maybe it's because you keep leaning. When you lean close to the screen, it does it. Maybe it leans back.
Here.
When you lean back, it doesn't.
Lean close to the screen. Talk.
Hello, my name is Adam.
Nope, that's not. Your theory is wrong, Jonathan.
Oh, I
It
tried.
could also be this little
Receiver.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Because when you couldn't hear me earlier, I just touched it and I came back on, so I could have an issue
We
with
got
that.
like a faulty wire or something. Maybe.
I do like when you touch it. All right, go ahead and go on to your number
So
three.
my number 3 was The Division 2. Holy shit, did I love The Division 2.
Another game that went under the radar of a lot of people. It is. I think Division 2 was my oh shit that came out this year game. Because it's kind of one of the things where I'm like, oh fuck, that really came out this year because it wasn't talked about as much as it should have been.
I feel like it's kind of like the way Destiny released. Like Destiny 2 was like, oh, that's out already. Oh, they're like the same fucking game.
And I love Destiny 2 as well.
At the time it was. Now it's amazing. If you're gonna play time now, Destiny, there's no better time to jump into Destiny 2 than now. But anyway, back.
So hard because I played through it already, and trying to get back into it, I just get so confused.
Oh, yeah, it's rough. Well, it's like me trying to get into Warframe right now, which I've tried. It's rough. My little brother tried to explain to me shit Warframe. Yeah, you do this and you do this, and this is mods, and check this mod, and blah 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 blah. Like, bro, this game's been around 8 years. Jumping into this shit is so hard right now. But no, go ahead. So Division 2. What about Division 2 did you really love? I mean, I know you like those types.
Yeah, for not being a shooter and having an issue with that kind of like third person, like the Division 2, it just there's something about it that I get almost giddy every time I log into it. And it had a great story. I love going into the dark zone and being an asshole and killing somebody.
Did it have a better story than the ending of Division 1? Because Division 1 like left me kind of pissed off, like almost like weird. Because I know like these online games aren't supposed to have like amazing stories, you know. Like Destiny's story was horrible, almost like that was my podcast game. You know, I could listen to a podcast while playing it.
Right. I mean, it wasn't the greatest. I mean, it. So this is set, but almost a year after the first game. And basically the Division's network goes down, so you go to New York to try and figure out what's going on with it.
Right.
So it's better than trying to figure out just one terrorist, but it definitely could have had a better ending. But like with Destiny, the DLCs come out and they kind of give you more of the story,
right,
and kind of progress the story some. So
okay,
I was okay with it.
What do you have this on?
Xbox.
I have it on Xbox as well. Maybe I should hop in. Maybe we should hop in and play. And maybe I think the reason, like, my buddy bought the gold edition, so he spent $100 on it, and I hopped in and played for about 20 minutes and was like, yeah, I definitely can't play this alone. It's so much better when you're playing with somebody.
So I got the first game when I was with my ex, and that's the only good memories I have with her is playing the Division.
Is Courtney behind you?
No, she's not.
I was gonna say it's a horrible time for you to talk about your ex, especially when you're. Okay, the dog won't sell out on you, so that's okay.
I heard you liked it when you were with your ex. That's how it's gonna get turned into.
Yep. That's why
So, you have good memories with that bitch.
All video games are porn.
Side note, Courtney found a box of stuff from Titus, and we burned it today.
Attaboy.
So.
Attaboy, I'm proud of you. Attaboy.
Burned it?
Yeah.
Burned it.
Fuck Titus. I hate that bitch. Anyway, that's Courtney's ex. I hate that motherfucker.
Okay.
He did a lot.
Currently
Anyway.
sitting in jail.
I'm not putting her business over. He did a lot of fucked up shit to Courtney, and I hate that motherfucker. So anyway, I'm not cutting that. I'm not cutting that, even though I should. But go ahead, buddy.
Long story short, Great game. Definitely a lot better when you play with somebody else. And it's one of those, the longer you wait, the harder it's going to get into play. Because you get to end game, then you go to the dark zone, and then everybody's overpowered.
And fucking you up.
Yep.
That's kind of what happened with me in Division. I loved the Division when it came out. I remember going to buy I went and bought four packs Tall Boys of PBR. Went and bought the Division, went home and fucking took 3 days off work and played. And I remember, dude, I love that fucking game so much. I played a shitload of it, and then I got the end game. I was like, all right, I'm done. And yeah. So yeah, Division 2. John, number 3, bud.
Number 3, sir. I did Jedi: The Fallen Order.
This was also on my list. Actually, my number 2.
This was a hard one. Like, we started getting even the whole top 5 was hard, but even the top 3 is even harder. And
well, I mean, it's a year of the status I posted about our top 10 this year was it was a fun year, not a good year, but a fun year. Like the games were not like, there was not like 2018. I can tell you of 3 major titles that I remember that came out that were amazing: God of War, Red Dead Redemption 2, Spider-Man. Like, I can sit there and tell you those, you know. And then like this year,
there wasn't a WoW game this year, but there was a lot of solid shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This year was not a bad year whatsoever. It was a solid year. It's just there's no WoW, you know, and that's understandable. Next year we got new consoles coming out, but next year though, oh my god, the beginning of the year is fucking packed. So
and I feel like that's part of the problem is we're getting towards the end of this.
That's what happens. That's what happened with 360 to Xbox One. I mean, it's just what happens.
Saving all the good shit for next year.
I mean, look at Last of Us, man. Last of Us was a last PS3 title, one of the last PS3 titles to drop, and that game is still one of my top 5 of all time. All right, John, go ahead. Jedi Fallen Order.
So there was a lot of great things. There was cinematic. I loved that it was Star Wars canon. I love the fucking visuals, everything they did with the faces and everything. It was just a beautiful fucking game, and the mechanics were fun. They weren't like something I can rant and rave about, but they were fun. They were fun to use.
Yeah.
It was just buggy, and that's kind of why I gave it the third place spot, just because of the bugginess, and there were some things that could have been better. But otherwise, it was a solid, good game.
The technical hiccups were the only thing that killed me. I played on the Xbox One S, and the only thing that killed me were the technical hiccups. Yeah. I had a lot of frame rate drops. There were a couple times when I'd be on like an elevator or in one of the moving cars, moving platforms, and I'd definitely be there. Like if I looked on my map, I would be at the spot where I'm supposed to be, and I was still just moving in the elevator. Like it was just taking very long to load. When you died, there were very long loading screens. It took a very long time to load me in. But I mean,
same thing on the PC almost.
With that stuff aside, everything looked great. You could tell it was Cameron Monaghan. You could tell what's her name was what's her name now? Deborah Walker was who's Deborah Walker's character? Not Grease.
Oh god, I wish I could remember.
I'm too fucking tired. It's what's her name, Adam? Fucking the black chick. Not Grease, because Grease was probably one of my favorite characters. Like I love Grease. God damn, it's gonna piss me off. But anyway, the game was amazing. Seer, thank you. The game was amazing. The storyline was, oh my god, that was probably the best Star Wars game we've gotten in a long time.
Fuck yeah.
I love the story. I loved the ending, dude. Oh my god, the ending, when you did what you did at the ending, I won't spoil it for anyone, but the person that you fight at the end is, oh my god, it's one of the moments where I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna die.
Well, this game's over.
Well, I guess I won't be finishing this. So
they really just want this to be fucking ended, don't they? They don't want it to go on.
And
there's gonna be no future tie-ins.
The way they do it, it's like, oh god, yes, guys, this is amazing. And the fact that it's canon is something that I also like. Like, I'm hoping that somehow, because we don't know if Cal's dead, because obviously he's not. Oh shit, my bad, spoiler for anyone. So he can even come in movies at this point, like to an extent, because it's canon. So, and I really want them to make a goddamn BD1 fucking like Lego set so I can build a goddamn BD1. BD1 has became. I've told my wife, like, if they ever make ornaments, my kids, so I have a tree, I have a Christmas tree beside me here. I got this Christmas tree. It's one of those little fake little small Christmas trees that's pre-lit. I got it from my grandma before she died, or when she died, and so I keep it all the time. Well, my kids buy me a new ornament or two like every year, and usually it's some kind of Star Wars ornament, because the day after Christmas they go on sale. So I'm hoping that they have a BD1 fucking, which I know they won't, but I'm hoping they have a BD1 ornament somewhere, because I want it. BD has probably turned into my more favorite droid of the Star Wars universe. I love BB and I love R2, but C-3PO is definitely.
I'd rather BD be in a tie-in with Rise of Skywalker. Yeah. Fucking Cal Kestis.
Well, I didn't mind Cal. They have that
I liked him, but I like BD1 better.
Oh, I like BD1 a lot better. They have a droid in Rise of Skywalker, because I've been seeing a lot of like Lego sets of them. It's BDO or something like that they've got coming out. Anyway, so go back to talking about Rise here. Rise of Skywalker you enjoyed it thoroughly from what it sounds like.
Huh?
I said you enjoyed it thoroughly from what it sounds like. Fallen Order.
Oh yeah, Fallen. You said Rise of the Skywalker. I'm like, 5 more days, bro.
No, you've already seen it.
Rise of the Skywalker is the movie.
Yeah, you've already seen it.
It hasn't come out yet.
Oh, well, you're fucking late. I've already seen it.
Oh, okay.
Which flea market?
Oh wait, I'm thinking. I'm sorry.
I'm going to the good flea market. No, just kidding.
You're going that pirated shit then.
No, I didn't know. I can't. No, dude. Even if they were to come out tomorrow and put that shit on a camera, I couldn't watch that shit. Anyway.
I watched,
oh God, here we go.
Game the day before.
Of course you did.
Actually at halfway decent quality.
Of course you did. I don't expect anything less from you, you broke bastard. Anyway.
And then went and saw it the next day, opening night. And it was, yeah. Anyway, go ahead. Spot. We're going Friday and watching.
I'm gonna hold off on a couple days. I'm gonna try to stay away from spoilers and try to, which is really hard, but I'm gonna try to stay away from spoilers and go.
I have three finals next week.
I'm gonna try to use it as a like a date night type thing. I think we're gonna try to go out to the, what's that called out at Disney Springs, the AMC Dine-In. Oh, yeah. I like that place, so I think we're gonna try and go out there.
Did you see that J.J. Abrams hint about a certain character might being in Rise of Skywalker?
Yes, I did.
Patano?
Yes,
I really fucking hope so.
I was really excited about that, because after watching Clone Wars recently, Ahsoka.
The way he said it was, I'm thinking more kind of just a name drop or an Easter egg, not an actual.
But at the same time, Adam, that at least gives us hope that Ahsoka can be brought into a movie. I think they could have a straight movie about Ahsoka. And
if you really like Ahsoka, you need to watch Rebels and just at least season 2, because there's a scene in there that'll fucking tear you up.
I'm only in season 1.
I have never watched Rebels, and now I don't think I'm going to.
Yeah, well, you might be right, but there is one scene in there that there's one episode that just fucking like it tears you up. Like you're like, oh God.
I don't know if I want to do that to myself.
Nobody dies or anything, but it is just like emotionally jarred.
All right, cool. Okay, I can go watch it then. I can go watch it. All right, go ahead. So. Yes, I did see the Ahsoka thing. I'm really hoping I'm hoping they give us some Ahsoka information in there. Okay, guys. Is it me now?
Yep.
My number 3 is A Plague Tale: Innocence. I know I'm the only person that's played this game. Plague Tale: Innocence is by Focus Home Interactive. Plague Tale is a blast, man. It was up for Best Narrative at. I was a nominee for Best Narrative at Game Awards, and that game, dude, it will tear you up. Like, it will make you kind of like, I don't want to say to weird you out, but it'll fuck you up in a way to where you're like, oh shit, man, what would I do in this situation? So basically what Plague Tale is you're back in the 1600s in France, I believe. Give me a second. I know it's in 1600s, and you are in France. Yes. So you're playing as Amicia de Rune. So never mind. I'm sorry. It's the 1300s. You're in France, and it's basically the plague. You're trying to shake off rats. You're playing as a girl named Amicia, and you also have her younger brother named Hugo. Hugo is not playable. I guess I don't remember if he's playable or not. It's been so long since I played it. But anyway, the game hits you in places. It pulls at strings of you, especially if you're not close with your siblings, because these two siblings are not close, and it pulls certain strings, and it's like, what would I do in this situation? Especially with the rats and the game systems, and like the way to scare off rats, you have to have like a torch in your hand, and you have to keep light around you, and they say like don't get out of the light, and those kind of things. Like, the game is amazing. I mean, if you ever have a chance, I know it's a problem. A problem with this game is that nobody's played it, so that's why it didn't get the attention that it should have. And with it being so, I don't want to say expensive, it's on sale all the time now, but with it being the price it is, nobody's going to play it, and that's what sucks about this, because like I really want more people to play it and enjoy it. Yeah, I love it.
I want to play it just because I've heard you talk so much about it, but
I mean, for a while, dude, it was for a while. Well, I mean, it's literally a game on everybody's list they want to play that they probably will not play, and I've heard it from multiple people, for friends of mine that I talk about this stuff with all the time at work, or hospital, or wherever where I would talk to people with that. It's like, hey man, Mike, didn't you talk about this game before? I'm like, yeah, man, you need to play it. Oh man, yeah, I want to, but I don't think I'm going to. Like, and it's like, well, you're just missing out on a good fucking game. Then, I mean, that's all I can really say. I mean, you're missing out on a really good fucking game. So yeah, yeah, check that out if you get a chance. It's on sale all the time, especially on PC. I think it's actually on sale on Xbox right now, I believe. I could be wrong. So check that out. All right, Adam, number 2.
Number 2, surprisingly, I kind of just picked this game up and started playing, and that was Luigi's Mansion 3. Had not played Luigi's Mansion since the original GameCube, and like it was almost addicting. Like, it was fun. It brought back all these old memories, the new mechanics with Luigi. It was just great.
See,
Loved it.
I felt like it got old pretty quick. Like, I played it for a while and it just got.
See, because I'm in the midst of playing it right now, and I'm loving every bit of it. Did you play Luigi's Mansion 1 and 2? Did you play 1 in Dark Moon? That's why you're thinking it gets old. To me, you kind of need to be in a, I don't want to say Luigi's Mansion mood. Adam, did you play 1 or Dark Moon?
I played 1. I didn't play Dark Moon.
Okay, Dark Moon was not that great. Well, to some people, a lot of people loved it. I didn't like Dark Moon because it was like level based. So basically what I mean by that, it's like Luigi's Mansion, you're going up in the hotel, right? With Dark Moon, you beat a level, go out to a screen, pick another level, go out to a screen, pick another level, go out to a screen, pick another level. I didn't like that. But 1 was kind of like this is, and it's amazing. I think it's great. I think it's wonderful, especially when you're playing with kids. The co-op, I'm not sure if you've done this, Adam, with Courtney. I think it would be perfect for you and Courtney to do. The reason I say that is because Guigi's health is very low, and if Guigi dies, he just comes back to life like that, and it's okay, and it doesn't hurt you any. So basically, like something like my daughter, like, you ever been playing a co-op game and you want to play with your kids? Well, Adam, not you, obviously, but Jonathan. And you ever been playing with your kids, and you're like, man, I really want you to play this, but I'm going to have to keep restarting or something. You're going to keep dying and keep fucking up. And that's kind of how this was. Like, I can give the controller to my daughter, my 8-year-old daughter, and she's going to play. And if she dies, she dies. And she comes back to life, and it's fine. It's kind of like one of them things. Yeah, it's really fun. Adam, go ahead.
But Jonathan, I will agree with you. I got to floor, like, I think 13, and then I started getting bored. And it was one of those, like, I'm so close to the end, let me just go ahead and kill these, or not kill, suck up these last ghosts and get up and fight the end game. And
I think I got to like 8 or 9, and I was like, I put it down for a while.
It did get kind of annoying having, once you unlock these new powers, then you could go back and finally explore these last couple of floors.
Yeah,
and
it's just like a Metroidvania. I mean, it's a Metroidvania at that point. Metroid's been doing that for they started that shit.
And it was great. It just, like I said, at the end, it got a little annoying. And then there was at one point, you get to the thing. Oh, this door is blocked. Then you got to go down to the basement. Then you got to go there. You got to go here. Got to go here, just to get this one item that you used literally that one time, and then you never use again. And it was more cinematic than anything. There was no practical use for it, and it was kind of like, you had me go off on this, B quest for no reason. That was my only qualm with it. Everything else was great. Loved it.
Okay. John?
I'm sorry, guys. We're on number 2, right?
Yep.
So I chose Control for number 2. It was just a great game. We already discussed the reasons why. So I felt like it was solid, low budget, great product, and story and game mechanics are top notch. I mean, I feel like it just deserved to be in the top 2.
Yeah, I mean, if you played it, it's kind of one of the things to where, I mean, we don't really have to speak for it. It'll speak for itself if you play it. It's kind of one of those things. My number 2 is Jedi Fallen Order. We've talked a bunch about it. Great story. Loved everything about it. It was really hard picking these top 5, like you said. It was a blast. Game was good. I mean, there's really not much I can say on top of what we've already said. Okay, Eric, fucking Adam. I'm taking Eric's here. Adam, go ahead and go with your game of the year.
My game of the year, we've talked about it, but I'm gonna go into it a little bit more. Was Star Wars: The Fallen Order. That game, like I said, Luigi's Mansion was addicting, but The Fallen Order was so much so like. Courtney got annoyed with me how much I was just sitting here playing this game.
Oh yeah.
No, that's figures. That's a woman.
And it was one of those I knew it came out and
get used to that, buddy.
I was debating between.
Mine doesn't do that, but yeah, get used to it.
Mine either. She encourages me.
I know mine encourages me to do it because she knows it de-stresses me, so it's lovely.
Well, yeah, Courtney does too, but to a certain extent, you was, hey, you do this. Oh yeah, I'll do that. After this world, and then it took me,
Adam,
an hour to clear a world.
Keep your pimp hand strong, man. Pimp hand strong.
Smack her across the face with one hand,
give her one
on the other.
Give her one good time, and she'll never know what happened. Hey, you know what you do? You know what you do, Adam? Is you hide her glasses. She can't see without them, so go hide them, bitch. She'll never know.
That's a fun game just to play. Just steal her glasses. Just watch her roam around the house.
The bad part about it is she'll hide Adam's glasses, and she'll hide Adam's glasses after he hides hers, and they both can't see.
And then all they hear is the other night, and I was like, got out of the shower, and I was looking around. She's like, "What?" I'm like, "I can't find my glasses. It's on the toilet thing."
You blind fuckers! I'm so glad I have good eyes. All right, go ahead and discuss your Fallen Order there.
Anyway, Fallen Order, it was great. I think part of the reason why I was so addicted was I did rent it from Redbox, so I was kind of on, that 72
You were on a time limit.
But at
Jesus,
no point
did
I feel like I was.
What does that sound?
Lean back.
Rushed. At no point did I ever feel rushed.
There it is. Right. I mean, you felt rushed because of the Redbox thing, but you don't feel rushed in the game, right?
But honestly, even the Redbox thing, I finished up and I still had I think 12 hours before I had it, and it was one of those I beat it, I injected it, I put it back in its case, I went and sat on the couch with Courtney, and I was just like, holy fuck, that was the best game I played in a long time. Doesn't beat God of War, but that's different.
No, I said the same thing. Storyline wise, it was one of them things where I was like, man,
it was great.
I think that might be the best story I've played well. I said it at the time, and then I remember I loved Plague Tale so much. I was like, yeah, no. And then I remember my game of the year. I'm like, yeah, no. Okay, second best. But definitely a contender for probably.
For me, I think my all-time favorite Star Wars game.
Oh, all time? Yes, I agree.
And
people are gonna hate me for saying this. I think it was better than KOTOR. I think the story was. People can hate me for that, and I'm okay with that. Adam, you never played KOTOR, did you?
I did not play KOTOR.
Okay.
It's on the phone.
It's literally on the phone.
I play it. It's fucking awesome.
Don't get me wrong. Now I love KOTOR and I love KOTOR 2, but the story was really hard to beat, man. The story was really good in this game. Especially, I think one of my favorite characters in this game is the Night Sister. The Night Sister, I love the Night Sister. Oh, yeah. I really want them to have.
Her story was great.
Dude, I said the same thing, and I swear, I don't know if you said this, but if they had a video game or a just comic book series or a fucking show or something just about the backstory of the Night Sisters, I would fully watch that shit.
So, Mike, you said you haven't seen anything. John, from what I've heard, you've seen, I'm assuming, most of Rebels and Clone Wars.
Do they have Night Sister stuff in Rebels and Clone Wars?
In Clone Wars, there's a lot of Night Sister stuff.
Okay, well then I need to watch more Clone Wars then.
Yeah. So
gonna happen.
This is around the same time as the surprise character at the end of Solo.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So
the Night Sisters raised him. Basically.
Right. So that's around, like, in game, this is around the same time that he's back there doing his stuff. So
I haven't seen Solo in a while. I gotta look this shit up.
I was kind of hoping Darth Maul. It's not really a spoiler. It's just
shit, he was in fucking Solo.
Yeah.
And
that was the thing, is something happened. Long story short, he gets his legs back and he goes back and he starts running a crime syndicate.
So real quick. I've always discussed that I don't really know Star Wars lore that well. Darth Maul's from Dathomir, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I put 2 and 2 together there on my own without having to ask one of you fuckers. Okay, thank you.
So I was hoping he would show up, especially with.
Sorry, I broke my hip.
I was fixing to say, you okay?
No, I'm not. I'm 30 and I'm old.
So with the because you can get a dual lightsaber early on, or you can also get one on Dathomir. And I was hoping that was, if that was going to just be an Easter egg or something, that was like, oh, this was, half of Darth Maul's and blah blah blah. Kind of give you a little Easter egg to there.
I think they've got a plan for Darth Maul, and I didn't expect them to do that, to be honest with you.
I mean, I wasn't expecting him to show up in Solo, but I also didn't know too much about that storyline going into Solo.
I don't think anybody expected him to show up.
That was great. And then the surprise boss at the end of the game was just... It invoked the same terror at the end of Rogue One. Like that all-powerful, just death coming towards you. Like it, oh my god. Like it was one of those, like I was expecting him to just eat it at the end and then to be like, alright, and now we're done.
Which would be a 100% Star Wars thing to do.
Right, well that, but also, since this is canon and this happened between 3 and 4, technically he is still around. What was he doing? Why wasn't he part of, the rebels and now the resistance?
I feel like they're gonna maybe
they might bring him back
to answer some questions or something. I don't know.
Hell, they could throw him in the Mandalorian at this point and kind of be, Baby Yoda's a new teacher.
Okay. So John, I agree though. It should be.
It was great.
If you love Star Wars, you'll love this. John, number 2, please.
Number 1.
Oh, number 1. I'm sorry. Your game of the year.
My game of the year I chose was Resident Evil 2, and a lot of that is my bias because I love Resident Evil, and it's one of my favorite series of all time. But it was a great game. Like they polished it up. They made it, and if Nemesis is fucking anywhere close to that, it's going to be just as great a fucking game. but the polish, mechanics, I mean, you just can't fucking beat it. Or even the mods with Thomas the Train Engine. I mean,
that was pretty good.
Just, I mean,
did you see? Hold on. Did you see the one where they put the goose in it?
No.
They put the goose from Untitled Goose Game in it. It's amazing. Yes, it's amazing. I want to get it. I want to get the mod. I want to get the mod and do it. So the goose is Mr. X, and it's lovely.
Dude, it's straight up just a beautiful game, and they retold this great story, and they brought all the fucking suspense. That's my favorite part. It felt like when I played Resident Evil 2 back in the day, like the suspense and the like, oh shit, I'm gonna get fucking attacked on a random fucking. I experienced that, like all from the original. Now you can't play that now and go, oh, it's fucking scary. It's not scary anymore. It was blocky as shit, but
also 20 years old.
Yeah, true. But at that same time, when I played that game, I was fucking terrified that I was gonna fucking die. And it's the same thing in this game. It brought that feeling that just like, oh my god, at any minute something's gonna fucking pop out, and that made it a great fucking game.
Yeah, it was really good. I really can't wait to replay it. My own problems that I had with mine. I can't wait to replay it. But I and the bad part about it is like I understand why it was on a lot of people's game of the years. The game's amazing, and what they did with it. I mean, just the stuff that they did with Resident Evil 2, and I'm hoping to do the same thing with the Resident Evil 3 remake. It's just amazing, man. The game was great.
I'm hoping to actually finish Resident Evil 3 for the first time.
Oh, you didn't finish it when you were younger?
Nah, man. Like, it bothered me that everywhere I went, that motherfucker showed up, and he ruined my goddamn day all the time. And it got so frustrating at some point that I was just like, all right, fuck it.
Nemesis was a dick, man.
He was. And he always showed up every fucking where. Like, I'm in the middle of something important, and there that motherfucker is. Well, I gotta spend my time running the fuck around all over the goddamn place.
Yep.
I mean, I guess you have the same problem with Mr. X, but...
Yeah, kind of. All right. Well, I guess it leaves me. My game of the year is Fire Emblem Three Houses. Fire Emblem Three Houses is my second Fire Emblem. I played the one that people hate, Fire Emblem Warriors, first. I never really played a Fire Emblem before this, and now I want to play all of them. It got me into more...
What do you love about Fire Emblem?
What do you mean?
Like, what, like you said, you know...
Have you played...
Game of the year. I have not played any of Fire Emblems.
Okay.
I don't even know how it works.
It's technical.
Same.
It's a technical. It's basically a technical. Or it's hard to explain. It's a technical RTS / RPG. It's an RPG, definitely. I mean, there's so many systems in it to learn. It's very intimidating when you start. I had to ask GameSpot After Dark podcast. I sent an email to them like, hey, if I've never played a Fire Emblem before, if I got this, would I be okay with starting it? Would it be something? And their answer was very simple of, if you like RPGs, you will enjoy it. And that was really the only answer I got. So like, okay, I'll try it. It's very intimidating at the beginning, but you learn it so quick. I mean, the only problem I had was, this is not a problem at all. It just means value. My first playthrough was 82 hours.
Jesus.
The game, and I just finished my first playthrough probably 5 days ago. The game, dude, I'm telling you, it hit me in a place like, so each month, so this game goes by months. Each month you go back to what they call the monastery. So your character is Byleth. You get to pick man or woman. You build relationships with these people. There is no romance system, but there kind of is. So you have ranks with your students. So you have a C rank, B rank, A rank, and S rank with certain students. The S rank means that at the end of the game, after the war is done, after you beat the game, that's basically who you're going to like pretty much spend your life with, basically. So there is no romance, but there is kind of. So there's three. Yes, because there's something that happens in the middle of the game that they're not a student anymore.
Okay.
There's a I don't care. Fuck you, people. There's a time skip in the middle of the game. to where it jumps forward 5 years.
Okay.
So they're basically not a student anymore. That's the only thing I'm going to tell you. So the way this works is there's 3 houses. You got the Golden Deer, Blue Lions. Why are you throwing signs at me?
I'm not.
You just threw a sign up, like almost like a gang sign. Are you in a gang?
If you call the deafies.
Oh, okay,
gang,
cool.
The
Okay, cool.
deafies.
Okay. Oh, okay. Anyway, there is the Golden Deer, there is the Blue Lions, and the Black Eagles. My first playthrough I ran through was the Golden Deer. The Golden Deer, what I read, was more of a party house. They're like the more of your party kids, which is 1000% true. The game's amazing. So they give you a group of like 8 kids. So you can play this game in 2 separate ways. You can play this game with permadeath on, or you can play this game with non-permadeath. I played it non-permadeath since it was like my first full Fire Emblem game. So permadeath is exactly what it sounds like. One of your students dies in a match, they are gone forever. You cannot use them anymore. So it makes you, even without permadeath on, I wanted to take care of my students. Like when they died in battle, I knew they'd be there when I got back, but it still killed me. Like I actually like started caring for these characters. I haven't done that in a game in a long time, and I think that's what took me so long to play this, because I wanted to see. So those ranks I was telling you about earlier, the C through the S, you get support conversations with each character. So a C conversation,
text-based narrative.
It's text-based, but it's also voice. It's also voice. There's not. I put subtitles on because that's who I am as a person. Well, actually, there's no subtitles. Actually, it is text-based, but they also speak. I mean, it is voiceover, and you can and actually the English voiceover is very good. It's very good. Game's just amazing, man. Like it's. If you have any questions about it, please ask. I will happily try to answer them to the best of my knowledge. You can choose a bunch of different there's a bunch of different classes. You got sword, axe, lance, bow. There's like 12 or 15 different classes you can choose from, and you master them. You can also recruit people from different houses. Let me also say that the reason this game is so special is because each house, meaning in Golden Deer, Blue Lions, and Black Eagles, has a different storyline. So you get 3 different stories there. So the first half of the game is the same for every house. The second half of the game is different for every house. So it gives you a chance to learn or to play. The replayability is there. I can tell you I said this the minute after I stopped playing. I was like, okay, New Game Plus, here we go. Time to start again, because I love this game. It's amazing. If you enjoy a tactical RTS, watch gameplay on it first. You do not have to play any other Fire Emblem to play this game. This is a game in its own. It's just amazing, man. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I can't wait to do it. I can't wait to replay.
Awesome.
Well, I found it at the flea market, so.
Oh, did you find it at the flea market?
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. It's Adam, the only thing I'm gonna tell you, it takes a while. It fucking takes.
It's gonna take a long time to download.
It got fucked out of Game of the Year at the Game Awards. So at the Game Awards, they gave the people an editors or a viewer's choice. Pretty much, they let. So if you guys don't know how the Game Awards work, the way stuff gets voted for, like Game of the Year and stuff, 90% of it is from critics and 10% of it is from us fans. That's the 10% is basically the swing vote, if you will. At the they gave pretty much a viewer's choice vote, and Fire Emblem Three Houses took it. It would have ended up winning Game of the Year, but because it was on a very underpowered system, it got screwed. So that's mine. One thing I want to do before we get out of here, I want to go ahead and talk about, I just now tonight released ADHD Gamer's top 10 games of the year. Me and Jonathan sat down and talked about this week. So our top 10 games of the year. At number 10, we have Pokemon Sword and Shield. Number 9, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Number 8, A Plague Tale Innocence. Number 7, The Outer Worlds. Number 6, Fire Emblem Three Houses. Number 5, Apex Legends. Number 4, Gears 5. Number 3, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Number 2, Resident Evil 2. And our game of the year is Control. A lot of the reasons me and Jonathan discussed game of the year being Control, just mainly the game is fucking amazing, like we discussed.
Fucking deserves it.
It fully deserves game of the year, especially with the budget that it had. I mean, I don't know what it is, but it deserves so much more after I've heard what the budget was. That $30 million budget is crazy to think that they made that game on. That game is amazing for that much, and it just
had all the cards stacked against him, indie game player, limited budget, and they made a fucking amazing product.
Remedy always makes weird ass games, so I mean, with them making that and then putting everything into it, like the Alan Wake universe into it, and all that good stuff, like it's
a great tie-in.
It's the game is amazing. So Control, congratulations. Remedy, congratulations. Thank you guys for a wonderful game. I know none of y'all are listening to this, but if you do, thank you. Yeah. So that's really it, guys. Adam, John, do you guys have anything before we hop out of here?
No, that's all I got.
No. I mean, like you said it. This was a fun year for games. Not the greatest year, but I have high hopes for the future and the next generation of consoles.
It ain't gonna be no 2020. I'm gonna tell you that, because 2020 is gonna be, God, man, 2020 is gonna be rough, especially when thinking about like everything on the backlog is going to be gone, because I'm not going to touch nothing. That's why, like, now I told Jonathan the other day, I have now until February to play all the games that I want to play, because once like the end of February starts, it's game time. Like I'm hopping into, especially like, just throwing this out there for anybody, if anybody watches this that knows me, and my birthday's on March 8th, something comes out March 3rd that you can happily buy me, and I will love you forever. Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to be that banging shit where I'm just going to love every second of it. I mean, if I've discussed this before, it's the reason I bought my PS4. It never came out till now. So, yeah.
I feel you on that. I start clinicals in January. I graduate in June. Hopefully start working in June, and then get married in September. So 2020 is going to be definitely a busy year for me. I'm
going to put you on the spot here. Am I in this wedding at all?
You are invited to the wedding.
That's what I thought. I'm not gonna come now. Anyway, so
listen, Courtney and I had this conversation.
You technically didn't come to my wedding, so Courtney did, but you didn't. So I'm not obligated to come to your wedding.
I was not invited. You will be invited.
True.
And you can make that decision.
I might come. I ain't decided yet. We'll see.
I mean, Courtney and I just started talking. I don't even think we were officially dating at this point.
Okay, look, let's just end this show before you go on about something people don't care about. Besides me. Anyway, these people don't want to hear about you.
I was going somewhere with this.
You
guys, never mind.
Where were you going with that?
Oh, the person who I would have as my best man doesn't want to be a groomsman. So
what?
And he is very socially awkward, introverted, and putting him in that kind of situation would make him very.
I believe I told you this before, and I will say this on mic, so all of these people that listen to us, hopefully if they get married, they will take some advice from someone who's been married. Jonathan, I don't know if you can attest to this, buddy, but I can. You find out who your friends are when you have a wedding. I had a lot of problems with stuff like that. So anyway, let me just go ahead and end this goddamn show. Look, guys, it's been wonderful talking with you gentlemen about Game of the Year. I forgot to plug us in the beginning again, because that's who I am as a person. And somebody didn't wave me down and let me know. I'm not gonna point any elbows, but somebody around the nature didn't fucking do it, because
somebody showed up an hour late to the show.
Well, I mean, I'm also the one recording, so I'm allowed to do that. It's kind of that point. Yeah, I'm the one that does all this shit, so I'm allowed to.
That's why 1/4 of our party fell asleep. Actually, no, technically that's not my fault. Technically that's the other person I pointed elbows at's fault, because he decided to have the show at 11 o'clock late. So he and I were having a very nice conversation.
That's okay. I seen y'all's conversation the whole time on my phone, actually, as I was coming home. Anyway, Look, man, you can find us anywhere. Podcast services around the globe for audio listening. Also find us on youtube.com/ADHD Gamer Podcast, facebook.com/ADHD Gamer Podcast, and also Instagram at ADHD Gamer Podcast. So check us out there. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us comments, stuff you want to talk about. Guys, it's been wonderful talking to you guys. You guys think anything to say before we get out of here?
None. Just see you later, ADHD gamers.
All right, guys, it's been wonderful. ADHD gamers, peace.